First question today will be from Ryan Aber with the Oklahoman, and then we'll go to Jason Kersey.
Yeah, Ronnie, wanted to ask you about Isaiah Thomas. What was it like watching his performance when you were out early in the season and the way he performed there? And then what kind of growth do you think that he got from that period and that you've seen sustained here over the last few weeks since you've been back?
He stepped up into a big role for the team. Just as far as the D line. As a D line coach, you want to play with a full line of alpha. So I feel like this year he stepped into like the alpha role of playing on the D line while I was out, and then I came back and you add another alpha. So I feel like he just stepped his game up and became like a consistent playmaker for us week in and week out. So yeah.
Appreciate it, Ronnie.
Jason Kersey and then Eric Bailey.
Yeah, Ronnie, I wanted to ask you about another one of your line mates, Perry Winfrey. He seems like such a difference maker there in the middle. What's been your impression of him, and what makes him so good?
I feel like his instincts make him so good. I feel like we got like a lot of similarities when it comes like to instincts when we playing D line. Like I see him do a lot of stuff that I would do in certain situations. I could see him do that himself, and really he a man in the middle. Really, that's all I can really say about him. He can man the middle. He gonna command whatever guard, whatever center, whoever blocking him. He gonna command him. And if you give him a 1-on-1, he gonna win it 9 times out of 10.
Thanks, man.
Okay, Eric and then Joe Bettner.
Hey, Ronnie, early signing day is next week. This is really a unique year. How difficult do you think it is for these young players choosing their destinations next week? Could you imagine not taking any visits, not meeting any coaches face-to-face in the weeks leading up to your choice?
Yeah, that'd probably be. Man, I was kind of thinking about this yesterday. Really, it's gonna be a tough thing for those young guys, man. Just not being able to get like the full feel, not getting up, not being able to come in and get around us, to get a feel for your future teammates. And like you said, just being able to talk to the coaches face to face. It's kind of a lot of negatives going on, but I couldn't imagine having to make a decision without being able to take visits or talking to coach face to face. Like, man, I committed. When I first visited here, I wasn't planning on committing, but sitting face to face with Coach Riley, it just made me want to play here. So a lot of guys don't get to experience that. So it's definitely gonna be some tough things going on for them.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Joe Bettner and then John Hoover.
Hey, Ronnie, obviously you guys have the the Big 12 title game locked up, but of all players, it feels like you in particular would want to play on Saturday just with the shortened season that you had. I'm curious, man, how excited you are for this game, as far as just what has the past few weeks been like with kind of the uncertainty of going into each game, not knowing if you guys are going to be able to play due to COVID.
Yeah, for this weekend, like you said, I pretty much had a short season. So for this weekend, I'm just excited to go out there, be on tape again. Just putting my skill set on tape. No matter it's just pass rushing, playing the run, no matter what it is, I'm just happy to go out there and put some stuff on tape to make myself look better. Could you ask the second part again? I'm sorry.
Well, just part of that, the last 2 games, obviously it wasn't known until Friday that the Baylor game was going to be on, but and then you had the cancellation with postponement with West Virginia. But I'm just curious. Has that been tough on you, kind of waiting to get the word that the game is going to go on?
Yeah, it's been tough, but one thing we kind of do around here, until it's called off, it's on. So, the whole last week, we was practicing full go. It wasn't no cluster or nothing in our mind. Until they called the game off, as far as we knew, we were playing. So nothing changed or how we prepared or nothing.
Thanks, Ronnie.
We'll go to John Hoover and then Kerry Murdoch.
Hey, Ronnie, trying to figure out maybe some changes or some differences in how the defensive team has changed and evolved since Alex has been there. Can you describe maybe some examples of how, practices, meetings, games, whatever it is, some changes that have been implemented for you guys to be able to really thrive on defense the last couple of years?
I'd probably say like the aggressiveness that we attack every day with, every day before we have position meetings or anything. Like with Coach Grinch, every single day he'll come up to the front of the defensive meeting and like he'll give us a big prep talk, really. Like, and this will go on every day. So like he's teaching us to attack every day the same way, no matter what day it is. If it's Tuesday, Wednesday, if it's a walkthrough, no matter what, we preparing ourselves to go go perform on Saturday. So he just really I could say we bought it to his mindset. Defense, like we really bought it to his mindset. No matter what day it is, attack the day as if it's game day. And so it's really the system we play in is like a D-line friendly system. So when you get some good D linemen and then you put them in the system, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have great things happen, which we can see week in and week out with the D-line playing real well.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Kerry Murdoch and then Barry Trammell.
Hey, Ronnie, when you signed with Oklahoma, it was kind of a leap of faith. I mean, you could have gone to Georgia or LSU, teams that had been, historically playing defense a little bit better. How does it feel now? I mean, do you feel like you've been a part of a turnaround at Oklahoma, and how does it feel kind of being justified in making that pick that I'm sure a lot of people question that, why you were making it?
I mean, pretty much I bet on myself. People could say what they want. I know the type of football player I am. I know how I play football. So I mean, the history of something don't really matter to me because I know what I can do, and I know that I can my energy could be contagious to other guys who are around me. So like as long as I just be myself, I just knew we probably wouldn't be that bad for many years to go on. And go ahead.
You feel like you've changed the perception of defense at Oklahoma, been a part of that? That it's
I mean, I can't say I changed it, but the guys here, I definitely feel like the guys here, like who with us now, they definitely have a big part in changing the perception of our defense here.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Okay, Barry Trammell and then James Hale.
Yeah, Ronnie, you watched your guys play the first 5 games, and they played pretty good. You guys have really stepped it up since you've been back. What do you think you've brought specifically to this defense?
Really, leadership. You had to really bringing me back. You had another playmaker to the D line. I'll probably say aggressiveness too. That was probably the big 3 biggest things. Leadership, playmaking, and yeah. So just being a leader for the guys when I gotta be, not when I gotta be, but when I need to be. So just leading the group, if it's just giving a prep talk before the game and then actually going out there, doing whatever I can to help our team win. If we need a sack on the 3rd down, I'm gonna try my best. I tell the DBs, like, man, I'm gonna try my best to have y'all cover for like 3-4 seconds. So I can get there. So just trying to really make the game easier on all my teammates is probably my biggest focus when I go out and play. So I feel like I've been doing a good job of that, but I also feel like I've been leaving a lot of players out on the field. So
Thanks, Ronnie.
James Hale and then Keegan Renaud.
Ronnie, you guys have had such a great pass rush since you've come back that it's almost like it's a race to the quarterback or race to somebody in the backfield. How much are you guys feeding off each other and competing against each other to get in the backfield and get after that quarterback? 'Cause right now, you're one of the best pass rushing units in college football.
So really every play, especially on 3rd down, is practically like a race. Like, man, I got to get here before IT get there, or I got to get here before Perion get there. So like it make it good competition just for the guys, but also make the team way better. Just having 4 D linemen hustling to get after the quarterback or get in the backfield any way we can, disturb the play.
Absolutely. Thanks.
And last one, Keegan Renaud.
Yeah, Ronnie, Isaiah's been inside, he's been outside. In one game, he's inside. Next game, he's outside. Just how difficult is it what he's doing right now? He's, a half sack behind the lead in the Big 12. He's played defensive tackle. He's played defensive end. Just from your perspective, being out there and kind of doing both as well, how difficult is it that he's having all the success doing both?
A lot of people want to know how difficult it is, but that's probably one of the toughest tasks you could put on a D lineman to know defensive end and know defensive tackle. So I give him full credit where credit due. Like he everything Isaiah getting right now, he also earned it. Just watching him for my previous 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year, just watching him then and watching him now, like he worked for everything he got. He stayed humble. He never checked out on us, and like everything he get now, he definitely deserve it.